Welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast, where we go behind the scenes and uncover the tactics and strategies top entrepreneurs are using to make more sales, dominate their markets, and how you can get those same results. Here's your host, Dave Woodward.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Funnel Hacker Radio. I'm your host, Dave Woodward. Today, you guys are in for a super cool treat. Today, you have the opportunity of hearing from one of our two Comma Club winners, and I am so excited to introduce you to Shawn Lynam. Shawn, welcome to the call.
Dave, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm super excited. This is going to be a ton of fun. So Shawn's the owner of Leads to Profitability, and I think one of the things I hope you guys learn from Shawn today is the importance of not selling to broke people. Shawn does a great job of working with already successful companies and really taking them to the next level using his own system, his kind of proprietary system that he's going to spend some time to kind of talk to you about and let you know about that. I really hope as you guys are listening here, you take some notes. Shawn has been a guy I met when I first started at I think the very first Funnel Hacking Live event. I think when I met with you, Shawn, the first time as some of our Funnel Hacking All-Stars. But it's been fun just to kind of see you kind of growing. Shawn's one of those guys who kind of hides in the background. So you guys may not have heard of him, but you're going to see huge things from Shawn. So Shawn, again, welcome. Let's kind of just dive right in. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
All right, Shawn. I want to spend some time talking to you a little bit about your system because I think it is so. First of all, let's kind of talk just about the name of your company as far as Leads to Profitability. Why'd you pick that name? Because I think it's perfect for exactly what it is that you guys do.
Leads to Profitability was named after a model that I had to use to grow my real estate business. And it's founded on the fact that any and all business begins with a lead and should end in profitability. So named the company Leads to Profitability. Had a real estate team for 4 to 5 years, and then my wife wanted to stay at home with our daughters. So I shifted from real estate to internet marketing and just really applied the same things that I used to grow the real estate business to help other people grow their businesses online.
Shawn, that's awesome. I think the part that I love is you've taken a lot of the old direct school, DRM type of stuff, direct response marketing things, and have put it involved and much more involved in a lot of the new age, online marketing. But those roots have really helped you use it really to kind of build the businesses of a lot of other companies. And by the way, everyone who's out there listening to this, you're going to hear a ton of crazy background noise because we are in our brand new office and we've got shutters being put up and we got blinds going in. So pardon the noise. We're excited to be here in a new office, but I want to kind of give you that heads up in case you hear some crazy stuff happening. But with that, Shawn, let me dive right back in. And I want you to kind of talk a little bit about your system because you spend a lot of time on the leads. You do everything from paid ads and affiliates and email drops. And I mean, you're a very experienced marketer. So if you don't mind, spend some time talking about what you're doing for your clients so those people who are listening might be able to either implement in their own business or help other clients with it.
Yeah, so with the companies that I work with now, they were already successful companies, whether it be offline or even online, and already have testimonials, products to sell. Because when I first started the online marketing, I didn't have my own product, I didn't have my own list, and it was like, and I'm not one of those guys that likes to start from scratch. So so I got my mind going as to, who has lists, who has products, and then reaching out, showing how to walk through the leads to profitability model, how they can, grow their business or scale a whole lot faster. So the leads to profitability model is just a model that I use to kind of step through to see where people have gaps in their business, and then we kind of prioritize the biggest, fastest wins, and then you just start at the top, and then it's kind of like a domino effect. So so we start with leads, like what's the fastest way to generate more leads, and all the lead gen that we do is either paid ads or through affiliates. So and we're using their current databases. So it's just a way to take a look at, okay, we need more leads, then how do we turn those leads into more sales, right? What's the best way? Is it a webinar? Is it a VSL? Is it phone sales? And then once we have sales, then we concentrating concentrate on income per sale. So how do we add more lifetime customer value? How can we build out sales funnels that get the cart value up? And one of the things, we've done is a lot of price testing. Like we have on that 2 Comma Club funnel, we just tested price along the way. We started out at $18.60 and had a good conversion ratio. Then we bumped it to $28.60, saw very little conversion decrease. And now we're up to $38.60, and we've been pretty much converting the same product at all the price points. So, now obviously our income per sale at $38.60 is twice it was at $18.60. And then this year, what we're really trying to focus on. So now that we have leads, we're generating sales, we're able to increase the income per sale. Now, how do we turn our buyers into repeat buyers or recurring customers? And that's kind of where we're at this year with keeping an eye on recurring revenue, because everything was transactional based. And when you have a transactional based business, every time you make a sale, you're unemployed, and it's just not the best way to go. So real estate was very transactional, and that's one of the reasons why I shifted. Is just like there's got to be a better way than making a sale and being unemployed for the rest of the time with that person. So with the repeat and recurring customers, we look at building value ladders, very complementary programs, and then we do a lot of our stuff requires software affiliates. So I think right now, in one of our businesses, we're generating around $7,200 a month in recurring affiliate income, which is kind of nice. And lastly,
wait a second. Shawn, you always crack me up every time I talk to you. You're like, this is we just made $1 million. It was no big deal. We're only getting $7,800 a month for a recurring. I mean, you have to understand. People who are listening to this are going $7,800 a month without doing anything. You literally wake up every single day, and at the end of the month, you're going to start the next month with $7,800. I mean, that kind of stuff is so crazy cool for people. And I want to just I'm going to take a step back and then take a note as we've been talking here. And you kind of come, again, I love where you came from the whole, direct response marketing thing, because you really hit on 3 of the things we spent a lot of time with. And guys, you're going to see this thing rolled out at Funnel Hacking Live with Actionetics. And again, first thing we always look at as far as recency, and the next thing is going to be frequency, and the third one is monetization. And Shawn's been talking about this and kind of going through it, but I want to make sure you guys understand that, especially as whether it's in your own business or whether you're marketing as a digital marketing agency for someone else's business, realize one of the very first wins you can get is with your existing clients, or those people who may have come in and bought from you once and they no longer are with you. It's your dead files. So realize that so many times people are always trying to go out and get brand new clients. That's the hardest thing out there. You've already got.
It's so hard.
Oh, it just kills me when I see these people say, I just want to start over. I'm like, start over? Why? It's like, it's so painful. So I think the main thing I want to make sure people understand as they're listening to you, Shawn, is you guys in your own business, or if you're working for someone else's business, focus on the money that's already coming in. Focus on your current clients. Focus on those dead files. Find ways of regenerating that. And again, Shawn, you talked about a ton of different stuff, whether it's through a webinar or VSL or even just an email drop to the existing clients or your dead files. I mean, those are some gold nuggets that I want to make sure you guys pay attention to. The other thing that Shawn mentioned of just kind of casual, no big deal, like, oh yeah, we increased from $18.60 to $28.60 and then to $38.60, and we didn't see any difference in conversion. Realize, guys, if you can increase your price with no change in conversion, you literally are just printing money. I mean, Shawn, you just do an amazing job of just bringing in a ton of cash for the exact same product. You've basically doubled your price, more than. And so I want to make sure you guys, as you're listening to this, understand that most of the time, price is all in your head. You typically don't value the product and your services as much as other people are willing to pay. And so experiment with increasing your prices and see what happens to conversions. And if you don't, I remember Dan Kennedy, his whole thing was, man, if you're not seeing any difference in conversions, man, you just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher until eventually you get to that point where there is a change.
It does affect conversions, correct.
Just be aware of that kind of stuff, guys. And sometimes it's better to have fewer clients paying you more than a whole bunch of clients that you can't service as well paying you less. So just be aware of that kind of stuff as you're listening. Again, I know I get so excited about the show. We got all of our certified partners in here this last week. We just finished Monday and Tuesday, and they came over to the office last night. And these guys are so excited just to be able to spend time. They're just dying to go out and do what you do right now for clients. And I think it's so important for people to understand you've got a $1 million funnel that is, again, you speak like it's no big deal, like everybody has them. Understand, not everyone does, Shawn, and that's the whole reason I'm talking to you. Is I'm so excited to let other people know what you're doing. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just got too excited. I wanted to share that with people.
Yeah, when I had that Facebook post that I did in the group and some of the lessons learned, I had a couple people reach out to me and where to start. And, I just started with the people that I already knew, people that I knew had lists and products and they weren't marketing their products to their list. And I just stepped in and, made them an offer. And, the first one that I did put in the group, there was a real estate coach. He's a best-selling author, a speaker. He's out on the road. He's selling his program in live events, and he's not selling it online. And I knew that it was a 30-day program, and then it expired. So he had 20,000 buyers in his database that, we did a Black Friday special for, where we, down the price, broke it into payments, and added some bonuses. And that was the first ClickFunnels funnel that I had put together, but I knew that he had buyers there, a product that they already bought, but it was a training program that expired, that I knew a portion of that audience would want to take it again. So we put together a really good offer. I had no ClickFunnels experience prior to that Black Friday. And I remember driving down to Tennessee from Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving. As soon as we got there, I went into the back room and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I gotta get this funnel done." And, just a real simple four-page funnel. We had like a 2-minute video on the front, and we did, $42,215 in the 4-day flash sale that we did. Actually turned into 3 days because we didn't get the funnel done in time. And we switched it from a Black Friday offer to a Cyber Monday offer. And 80% of our sales came within the last 8 hours. So,
okay, I got to stop you right there because people don't understand what you're just talking about there. Urgency and scarcity. We see this happen in webinars all the time, guys. That is, you have to have deadlines. You have to have scarcity. You have to have urgency. Otherwise, people don't do anything. So I'm going to have you state that one more time. What happened in the last part of your sale?
So cool story. So we got like 16 sales on Saturday, and I was just really excited, to get some sales and know that the funnel worked. Even though I hammer these things while I test them, you never know until the first sale comes in. And we got more on Sunday, and then Monday we did 3 emails, but the close down email, the clock's ticking because it really was expiring Monday night. 80% of our sales. So I went to bed at 9 o'clock at night with 3 hours left, and I couldn't sleep. So at 3 in the morning, I come back down and I checked the sales, and we had done 15,000 in sales in the last 3 hours. So they've been getting emails for 3 days, but they didn't buy until it was finally going away.
I love that. I hope everyone listening, you guys better be doing this in your business. You have to have deadlines. People have to be motivated. Otherwise, they just don't do anything. So 80% in the last 3 hours, crushing it. That's awesome.
Yep, 80% the last day, and then half of that came in the last 3 hours. And it was just that's when the light bulb went on for me. And then I kind of took that story. So you only need one success story. If you're out there helping people with marketing or building their business, you have one success story that you can then take. So I went to 2 other real estate coaches, and from Black Friday till the end of January, we did around 129,000 in sales doing the exact same thing to different coaches' lists. And, and then the other thing is we got to do the same Black Friday promotion a year later, and we did a little less in sales, but we did 42 the first year and 32 the second year. And then this past Black Friday, we switched the program, shot a new 3-minute video. We switched the program, and we did 62,000 on a flash sale over Black Friday. That took a lot. Same model, right? Like we just tweaked the program and the offer for the new program, and went to the list again, and because they only do it once a year. They don't like to hammer the list. So once a year we'll do the flash sale. So for the last 3 Black Fridays, we did around, 120 in sales with pretty much the same campaign.
Okay. Again, those of you guys who are listening, I just want to I got to drive this home for you. So please understand, this is basically is a campaign that's been created one time, and then it was
Mm-hmm.
duplicated to 3 other real estate professionals. So you create it in one niche. I don't care what, all you have to do is create, you need one success story. You get that one success story, and now
That's
you go
it.
out and you do the exact same thing for 3, 4, 5, as many other people as you can find to do the same thing. So this is not your list. It's not your product. It's basically you having a skill set of being a funnel builder and taking that and then creating that for someone else. They're paying the track. They're doing everything. They're sending out the email. You have absolutely no risk here, no risk at all. And you're having the opportunity then of going out and duplicating that not only one year, but year after year. This is like a continuity income that just rolls in year after year after year. So, Shawn, congratulations. That's just an awesome success story.
Thank you. And I'll tell you what, this is not a paid promo, but I couldn't have done it without ClickFunnels. Like when I first started out with internet marketing, I was the people we did this is a cool story. The people we did the Black Friday thing, they had referred me to one person. I was friends with these people for a couple years and did some cool testimonials for them. And they referred me to one person. That one person was Trey Llewellyn. And Trey was selling insurance, and then I was getting out of real estate, and we bought a course together and did our first online marketing together. And we did this 45-day campaign, and Trey and I made $0.0 in those 45 days. And so he moved to like mortgage lead gen. I moved to real estate lead gen, and we did the lead gen thing for a while. And then he got into online sales. So I made a shift from the lead generation to actually selling online. And Trey called me up. He's like, "You got to get ClickFunnels, and you got to do a Black Friday special." And we were kind of competing at the time. So I was like, "Man, I really need to come up with a Black Friday special. Like, who do I know?" So I just kept like, the pressure was on, and I kept asking myself who I know. And that's when the light bulb was on. It said, "Hey, I know this guy. He's got a database, got a product. He's never emailed his list, the product." I called him the night before Thanksgiving, told him how it should go. And then I said, we'll do profit share. And he said, "Let's go. What do you need from me?" I said, a 3-minute video. And, the rest is history. But, so I've been there to where, you get all excited. And in that experience, I learned that you don't want to, for me, it's like, I don't want to start from scratch. Like I want to go to successful businesses that are, already providing value to the audience. They just don't know what they don't know. And then I'm able to kind of look at the entire, sales process, and usually there's big holes in it, and I just fill the holes.
I just hope, oh my gosh, I get so excited when I hear these kind of stories. I mean, there's so many nuggets in this. I mean, first of all, guys, understand nothing. He didn't make it. It didn't work the first time, so he kept trying again. And again, it's funny because you and Trey and a lot of these other guys have become like these legends inside of ClickFunnels, and people think, oh, it's always been easy for them. I'm like, you guys, everybody starts at the same point. Everybody does, and again, you guys are just out there, both of you guys doing millions of dollars a year, and it's just so much fun for me to see your story and where you guys came in such a short period of time. I think that's just awesome. It's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Shawn, tell me.
And,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you're never going to get it right. There's so many variables involved in these like big campaigns and, sales funnels. And you just really have to pick one thing, get it done and test it, because the testing's really, really important. I mean, we could sit here and yes, it was cool that you can go from 1860 to 2860 to now 3860, but one, you got to start somewhere, right? And really the market determines the price. So you got to get stuff out to the market. The way I look at it is I spent plenty of years and tons of money learning, buying all the courses, watching the videos. Like if you were to talk to me, I would have sounded really smart, right? But at the end of the day, internet marketing to me is like a street fight. And you can go out and watch all the jiu-jitsu videos. You can go to the gym and train like I do, but until you get into an actual fight, you really don't know what you don't know. And you just got to go out there and get in street fights, and they're going to teach you a whole lot more than all of the wait until everything's perfect or taking more training or having to buy another course, because then that'll be the answer. Like, you just got to get stuff out to market and let the market tell you, and they'll tell you pretty darn quick as to whether or not, this is something that is going to work or it's not going to work. So I tell people to get into street fights as quickly as possible to find out like what you need to improve on and what you don't know. And then you can go back to the training, watching the trainings, and get into the gym and practicing after you get into the street fights, not before.
I love that. That's awesome. I just love how, again, you're so passionate about what you do. And I think the great thing is you're helping business owners who, again, I don't know exactly what that guy's situation was, but I know there's not a business owner in the world who would love an extra 40 grand coming in over a weekend. And I just think that the service that you provide to these business owners, you kind of started off the call earlier, Shawn, talking about as far as, I didn't know exactly who I was going to talk to, but I knew this guy, and you just keep going out there, just kind of knocking the doors and giving people opportunities and offers. And I think it's really cool to see there's so many business out there who have been successful, but they still want to grow. They want to get bigger and better. And you've done such a great job of being able to identify those and really going after them to help them. So congrats on all your success, bud.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think that's awesome. Well, as we get kind of close to wrapping things up here, anything else you want to share with the group here?
Yeah, I just want to encourage people to take action and let the universe know that you're serious about whatever it is that you want to create, and fail big, fail fast. And you only need one story to then, be able to take to somebody else, to be able to do the same thing. And, I've done we've done 3 different types of funnels, and, we're always learning on our end as to what's working and what's not working. So always be learning, but you got to take the action first, get into that, first or second street fight, and then come back and assess, what do I need to improve upon? But I just think people just wait for everything to be perfect, and, just prevents them from taking action. And I just encourage people, hopefully, some of the stories that I told would, get people moving faster. But this internet marketing thing's not going away. Sales funnels aren't going away, and every business needs them. So there's no lack of, potential clients out there. So you just gotta get out there and take action, and then reevaluate.
Shawn, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And again, thanks for just being so open and candid about what you've been doing. I think I'm so excited for all your success. I'm happy to see that all the things that have happened for you. And again, congrats once again on everything.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, I know people are going to be dying to get a hold of you. So what's the best way of reaching out to you?
The only way is Facebook, and my personal page, I guess, will be a link. It's Shawn, Shawn. Last name's Lynam, Lyn as in Nancy, AM as in Mary. And you can reach out to me on Facebook, private message me, and we can connect that way.
Shawn, that's awesome. Thanks again, bud. I look forward to seeing you real soon.
Dave, thanks for having me on.
Thanks for listening to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast. If you'd like to be notified anytime we release a new episode, just subscribe over at funnelhackerradio.com. In addition to that, we'd love to send you a free gift. You can find that free gift at funnelhackerradio.com/free trial. One last thing is we love giving away cars. So if you'd like access to a free dream car, all you have to do is go to funnelhackerradio.com/dream car, and you'll get all the details. Thanks again for listening.